All right, guys, I hate to do this to you, but we need to talk about Oprah Winfrey. Yes, that's Oprah, the billionaire talk show host, media mogul, spiritual guru for housewives across the 90s. This woman just dropped a video where she's warning Gen Z about the dangers of technology addiction. Sounds noble, right? Well, there is just one small problem. In the very same video, Oprah herself is using a heavy beauty filter that makes her look like she just traveled back to the 90s. That's right, smooth skin, no wrinkles, not a single trace of age. Now, let us put this into perspective. The billionaire queen of media who built her empire on television, streaming, and yes, the tech platform is now wagging her fingers at the kids for being too dependent on tech. You cannot make this up. Take a look.
I wanted to do this show about Gen Z and tech addiction because, wow, it is rampant. In my own small community of people who work with me, I know of 3 different producers who have Gen Zers in their families who are suffering from major addiction. So this is everything from addicted to adult content, addicted to gaming, addicted to gambling, addicted to not ever being able to actually put down their phones. I mean, having to go into the shower with their phones, into the bathroom with their phones, sleeping with their phones, to the point where it's changing the brains of so many young people. It is real. It is serious. There are now a number of experts who are treating children specifically for tech addiction. And I wanted to talk with an audience about it. And there will be advice if you're going through it in your family. So join us. You'll learn some interesting things about what's happening.
Now, somebody in the comment section said, wow, so brave, so stunning, so 1994. Oprah Winfrey, looking like she just time traveled through a Snapchat filter, has returned from Mount Billionaire to warn the peasants about tech addiction. The same tech that made her immortal, the same algorithm her empire rode like a golden chariot straight into your grandma's soul. She's not just 30 years younger, she's 30 layers deeper into the psyop. This isn't a warning. This is the legacy software rebooting its avatar to keep the spell going. Gen Z doesn't need advice from somebody who helped sell the simulation. They need fire exits, not fairy godmothers with HD ring lights. Someone has said, how does this woman keep looking younger and smaller every year? She has an expensive secret, doesn't she? Yeah, she has an expensive secret, and that expensive secret is called AI filters. It is called high-tech filters. It is called tech, okay? And it is the height of hypocrisy. Oprah Winfrey's entire lecture is built on a massive contradiction. She's talking about how Gen Z should be careful not to get addicted to technology, while literally using technology to erase decades of her face. Are you kidding me? This woman is in her early 70s, but in that clip, she looks like she's in her 30s. She is 71 years old. And mind you, she did not look 40 years younger because of her clean living. That's definitely not a fountain of youth. That is an Instagram-style filter smoothing out reality. Now, I don't blame anyone for wanting to look good on camera. I don't. I never do, okay? But the thing is, if you cannot even show your natural self without leaning on AI-powered filters, even when you need to talk about the dangers of addiction to AI-powered filters like technology, okay? Then maybe you are not the right spokesperson to tell young people, of all people, to break free from their tech habits. It is like a chain smoker telling kids not to vape while puffing on a Marlboro. By the way, how did this woman acquire her wealth? Have you wondered? Well, you guessed it right. Technology. This woman did not just dabble in technology. She capitalized on it, okay? From her TV network to her streaming partnerships to online social media, she has been cashing in on tech innovations for decades. She'd made billions and billions of money off of the same tech ecosystem she's now calling dangerous. Oprah Winfrey is part of the elite class of celebrities who uses the very platforms she's criticizing, like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and now X, to broadcast her content and stay relevant. Without technology, Oprah Winfrey would just be another retired talk show host sipping tea in Montecito. But with technology, she is a global brand, pumping out content, running shows, and selling products 24/7. So when she looks into the camera and she tells Gen Z that they are too dependent on technology, it feels less like wisdom and more like ivory tower lecture, and a whole lot like jealousy or fear of healthy rivalry. Oprah is not anti-tech. She is just anti-competition. She wants her tech to rule, while the rest of us are supposed to unplug and meditate in the woods, like some people did for her back in the 90s. Mind you, Oprah comes from a world where technology was optional. During her time, she's 71 years old, by the way, okay? Almost prehistoric. So back in her time, you could choose to engage with technology or not. But for Gen Z, okay, technology is not just optional. It is the environment we were born into. Our schools run on iPad. Our jobs require digital literacy. The world has been made into a global village. So when Oprah calls Gen Z for being addicted, it's kind of like your grandma yelling at you for owning a car instead of walking 10 miles to school barefoot in the snow. Times have changed, Oprah Winfrey. Technology is not going away, and lecturing kids without acknowledging your own dependence just makes you look a little out of touch with reality. So, dear Oprah Winfrey, you just used a filter to look decades younger. Despite being 71 years old, the tech filters made you look below 30 years. You broadcasted your message on social media, platforms owned by tech billionaires. You yourself have made billions riding the wave of technological innovation. And now you are telling the youth to stop being so addicted to tech. Sorry, Oprah, but you don't get to play both sides, okay? If you really want to warn people about tech addiction, then maybe you should start by turning off your own filters and showing your real face to the world. Because until then, it is hard to take this your lecture seriously. At the end of the day, this is the same elitist attitude we see everywhere. The rules apply to people like us, but it never applies to them. The message could have been welcome, but since it is coming from someone like you, Oprah, no, no, and a bigger no. As always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.